Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess today, and I'm surrounded by two very special ladies. They're rather new employees of Ecumen Detroit Lakes, and they work in an area that maybe, I'm not so sure I know what they do. They're kind of behind the scenes, but we thought we'd love to interview them. They have agreed to be interviewed, and they're nervous. I don't know what it is about people being nervous when they're going to be on TV. But I'd like to introduce to you first Melissa.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
And I guess I thought you were in medical records, and now I found I'm showing my age and my terminology because it's not called medical records anymore.
No, we have a fancy name now. We are called Health Information Coordinators. Yes, it's a big fancy title and I like it.
Health Information Coordinator.
Yes.
So do you go by an initial?
No, I'll still answer records lady.
Oh.
Yep. Oh yes,
Okay.
I know that's what I do.
That's what you do.
Yes.
So this is Melissa, and she is been there the longest.
Yeah, a whole 7 months I've been here.
7
Yes.
months, 7 months. Though we've had health information specialists forever.
Yes.
But you're in that office as well as Pam. Melissa Pam.
Yes.
I'm getting it. And Pam, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I have a background in clinical hospital setting, more registration, reception,
Okay.
that area.
So you're getting your toes wet with
Yes,
this.
yes, yep, very
Being
excited.
Health information
Coordinator.
coordinator. I'm going to have to write it down. Well, so tell me exactly, Melissa, tell me what you do. What do you do as a health information coordinator?
We do a lot of different things that you might not expect. Of course, we handle the medical records and making sure that they're accurate, and then we make sure that we know the privacy laws, both state and federal. Making sure we keep everybody's stuff confidential is extremely important to us. We also do a bunch of different little things, like we make appointment packets, we set up rides for the residents. We
Oh.
track down, when they go out for an appointment, we've got to track down the record of that appointment, make sure we get it in their chart so the nurses and the doctors have all the information that they need when they come and see the
I did not know that.
Yes.
I did not know you did that.
Yes, we got
Okay.
a lot of different things. We are very friendly with Medivan and Becker County Transit. We're calling them all the time, and yeah, we've got a lot of little different things that we do that keep us very busy all day long.
So what do you see, why is it important to keep these records?
Oh, the records, this way the doctors, if they need to know something, it's best to have it on hand here versus having to call the clinics or call the hospitals and wait for it to arrive. It takes time.
Yes.
So if we can get it as soon as possible, that helps out a lot.
So it helps with the decision making
Yes.
and looking over.
Making sure you're treating the resident, with the most up-to-date information that you can possibly get on them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is important.
Very important.
But we also call it behind the scenes.
Yeah, it just should be there. When a nurse or a doctor comes, it should just be there. It doesn't matter how it got there, it just needs to be there.
And accurate, like you said.
Yes. That's a big thing. When we file, you need to make sure that you file the right information in the right person's file. So, yeah,
Wow.
it's a lot of little things, but it's, as long as you're detail-oriented, it's it comes pretty naturally.
Detail oriented.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, Pam, how detail oriented are you? Do you feel that's one of your strengths?
Of course. No, I'm detail oriented, and you have to kind of keep on task. You cannot fall behind. It's just like,
Oh,
you don't
absolutely.
save for tomorrow because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring.
That's
So
right,
you
which will
always-
be another in your inbox.
Yeah,
So
yes,
you
yeah.
have to keep at it.
Yep.
And our health, like you say, when you go to appointments and different things, that needs to be updated, because if you're looking at a chart and it's not updated,
Right.
that would not be good.
It slows everybody down, and when the physicians do come, they need things here, and the nurses need things.
So I think this is like really cool. So you're under healthcare, we do have, they've told me that nursing homes are next to, when we talk about rules and regulations, that they are the second most regulated industry in the United States, the first being nuclear plants.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Oh, but you know all the rules about, or at least you're
I'm I constantly am trying to keep up with the privacy laws. It's very important because the state and the federal can sometimes be different. And you
Oh.
need to know that whichever one is more stringent, the stricter rule, that's the one that you follow. Whatever has the most clout, you need to follow. Yeah.
Now, I've also heard the term HIPAA thrown around.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
what is HIPAA?
HIPAA is the Health Information Portability Act, where we have to keep everything hush-hush. It pretty much dictates what you can and cannot do with someone's medical records, when you can release them, what you can say to, who you can say it to, having releases and authorizations signed by the residents so that you know who you can, what family members or friends you can give information to.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to have your ducks in a row before you can go talking or sharing, copying records or anything of that nature.
So, and you see a lot of records, so how do you handle, I mean, you must have stuff going through your head all the time.
Constantly, things are always coming through my mind, but I, like I mentioned earlier, I consider myself a flusher. When I leave work for the day, I just flush it, and it doesn't exist in my brain until I come back the next day.
I think that's so good. So you're going to learn how to be a flusher too.
Yes. I may need a lot of flushing.
I think that's really fun. So now how are you going to learn, you said you're new and you're kind of interning now as a health information specialist. So where are you going to get your education?
I am going to be doing an online program through the
Nice.
M-State here in town.
Oh, through
Yep,
M-State,
yep, It's a
okay.
2-year program for health information technology.
Okay,
So it'll be obviously all the health information plus the coding part of it. for
and
diagnosis.
coding is important because I think that's part of how
How
we
we
get
get paid,
reimbursed and get
right,
paid. So that is important. You guys are very
Yes.
important.
You do the coding too, so that's a really fun job to do coding. I had not done that before, so I'm truly enjoying learning that since I started.
Well, and what a benefit you are to us because, like you say, coding is part of our reimbursement.
Yes.
And that's how we stay afloat and have our doors open, how we can continue to
Exactly.
give care to people.
Yep, so accuracy there is extremely important as well.
Accuracy is a big deal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So as we're going, as you came to work for Ecumen, what are some of the benefits about working here? I've known, and it's been said, Ecumen is known as one of the best workplaces in the state of Minnesota.
I can believe it.
Okay, so tell me,
Definitely.
what are some of the pluses?
Well, I came from my previous job I held for just over 12 years, and it was a very scary change for me to,
Oh,
to
yeah.
change positions and go somewhere new. But the culture here is completely different. The atmosphere is so friendly and warm, and everyone is so kind. And when you do something, they show their appreciation to you. You get a thank you. You get, just everyone is so warm and understanding, that
Wow.
they've realized that you are a benefit to them, that you're helping them out, and they express their gratitude. So that's pretty nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, as a whole, we get great medical benefits, dental, vision. 401k is my favorite because, you put money towards retirement and it's free money. They give you money back. If you put so much in, they're going to give you so much, and you just can't turn that down. So.
I sometimes think that we forget about that we do have wonderful benefits here. And you, as a recently employed person, I'm sure you just went through the orientation. And was
Right.
that one of your, you could have worked other places. Is that one of the things that brought you here as well?
Actually, I have a couple of friends who've worked here forever, so I just have known it's been a great working place. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as when I came.
Wow.
Just as walking through, getting to know everybody was so friendly. Hi. I even had one of the employees, I've never met her before, she's never seen me. She walked up and she just said, "You know what, we're so glad to have you here. Welcome." And it was like, oh.
Well, then I'm glad to be here.
I know, it's been really good. And it's an organization that wants to see you grow. They want you to learn.
Yes.
Not oppressive. It's just a very, very wonderful organization.
Forward thinking.
Yes.
And I want to tell you too that we do have grants available to help with education, and I know I have been able to take advantage of that, continue with education. And so look for that, look for the grants, and do apply.
Definitely,
Because
definitely.
they are available. So we've got a lot of good things here. I'm glad that you could get to meet Melissa and Pam. They are health information specialists, coordinators.
Yes, ma'am. You were so close.
But you know what?
You're gonna have it.
You're still special to me. You're
Oh,
special
thank
in your
you.
field. Want you to know that here at Ecumen Detroit Lakes, we do indeed want to take care of our employees, and we promote them in their education and their welfare, and it is a good place to work. So, from Ecumen Detroit Lakes, we thank you each for being with us. It wasn't too scary, was it?
No.
No, it wasn't scary at all. And have yourself a really great day.